Welcome to how to post to your blog. This tutorial is going to cover several different points. The first point being how to create a post, how to create a link in a post, how to add a photo to your post, and how to post a video to your post. Post being an article that you make in your blog. What you're going to do first is you're going to go into your blog. And for those of you that don't know, your blog is your domain name / WP-admin. That's how you get into the dashboard. It's, again, whatever your domain name is / WP-admin. Once you're logged in, you're going to see it's going to look just like this. It's going to show you all the basic information on your blog. And we're going to start by coming over here to Posts. And when you go to the post page, it's going to show you all your most recent posts. So at the top, you can click on Add New here or Add New here. We're going to begin by putting in the title. I like to add keywords in the beginning of the title, especially because Google likes it and it helps your blog post get to the first page of Google. So I'm going to start with the most popular keyword and also the domain name of this site, Fredericksburg VA Homes, and this post is going to be what's going on with the market this week. Now, once we've written a title, we've got a couple of keywords in the title, which is good. We're going to come down here and we're going to write our post. I have some pre-written content. It's actually 3 paragraphs that are already written prior to this, but I just copied them over and over to give you an example. And we're going to write that in here. Some people will actually have that content pre-written in a Word document. When you do put this content in here, you want to make sure that you have the visual tab checked. I didn't have that tab checked, I just switched over to it. But it's very important that you have the visual tab checked because you want to be able to see these tools up here. And this editor is called a Wysiwyg Editor. And what that is it's an acronym, WYSWYG. What you see is what you get. That's what that means. And what that means is it allows you to actually make changes. It's very clear. If you highlight this word and you hit the B, it's bold. When it turns bold, this is exactly what it's going to look like on your screen. So I'm going to unbold that. Once you've put in your content in here, what you want to do is you want to come in here and you want to highlight any words that are keywords to begin with. After you've typed it, you're going to highlight it, hit the bold key. You can do not underline it or italicize keywords. That's bad for SEO. And again. And then we're going to go through and we're going to see if there's any other keywords in here. In this case, I'm pretty sure there aren't because it's 3 paragraphs that have been repeated 3 times. So the next step is to create a link. And what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the words that we want to make the link. It's always important when you are making a link to use a keyword instead of just typing in www. So if I was, and the keyword. So if I was going in here and I was going to type in to search homes, go to www.i95homes.com. That would be a pretty valueless link. It really wouldn't be something that Google looked at with very much positive notes for the website at all. So what you want to do instead is you want to create a link that says to search, or how about click here to start searching all Fredericksburg VA homes now. Alright, so we've added this sentence in here, and typically I would try to do this throughout the blog where there's already keywords that we found, maybe this right here or somewhere else, but I'm using this sentence as an example. So pretending like we already did all of this and this is part of the sentence, I bolded this keyword. I'm now going to come in here and I'm going to highlight it. And up here, I'm going to look for the chain link, and usually it's a chain link or it looks like a globe with a link. I'm going to click that, and this little pop-up box is going to come up. And that's where I'm going to put my domain name that I want it to link to. So i95homes.com. The title is going to be the exact same thing as I highlighted. This is very important because it makes it keyword heavy. So, and then I'm also going to choose this open in a new window or tab because I want this link to open in a new window. And I'm going to go ahead and click Add Link. Now, if I wanted to create a link that was for another page in the site or maybe another post that I've done previously, like maybe I've talked about something like eliminating the tax deductions. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to highlight those keywords, and I want to link to another blog post or something that I've done already in the blog, not an outside website, but inside the same website. I'm going to click this link again, and you'll notice down here it says, or link to existing content. I can click this, and down here it's going to show me all of the previous blog posts and pages that are on this site. And if you keep going down, it'll actually keep going down. It'll keep showing you all of them. So we can link right into any of the pages that we have on short sales, the mortgage calculator, the user sign up, home valuation, listing manager. These are pages. You'll notice on the right hand side it says page. And if it has a date on the right hand side, it's a post, and that shows you when that post was actually published. So it could be anything. It could be the housing bubble. We can click on that. And then just check Add Link. This does not have to open up in a new window since it's the same website that we're linking within. So we're not really leaving the website, we're just changing pages. So that'll create a link as well. Now, if you wanted to insert a picture in here to make it look a little bit prettier, we might, let's say we want that picture to be approximately right here. We don't want it to be up at the top, we kind of want it to be in the middle of the text down here. So we're going to put our cursor on the left hand side over here where you want to start. Actually, I'm going to stick it right here. And we're going to come up here, and this little icon right here next to upload and insert says add an image. So I'm going to click on that. It looks like a box. And there's going to be a pop-up box that opens up, and it's going to ask me how do I want to add that media. I can do it from a URL outside of the site, not recommended. Media library, if I've already uploaded this image, I can choose from images that I've already used before. So that's an easy way. Or from my computer, if I want, I can just browse my computer and it'll ask me where is that photo, and I can come in here and I can grab it. Once I've grabbed it, I hit upload. Let's try going to the media library. It's going to do the same thing. It's actually going to upload it, and it's going to look like this. Oh, there it is. So it's going to look just like this. And what you can do is you can tell it where you want it. Do you want it not centered or not aligned? Do you want to nest it to the left of the content, in the center of the content, or to the right of the content? In this case, we had said we want it to be over to the right, so we're going to click right. The full size of this image is 1,754 by 1,126. That's quite huge. We don't want it to be that big, so we can resize it right here within the options. I'm going to choose medium because that's about 300 by 192. And then I'm going to choose insert into post. And it's going to nicely put it over here to the right. Now, if that's still too big for you, you can click on the image and choose the little picture up here. It's going to open it back up. And you can actually make it smaller if you want here. You can also give it a title. The alternate text is the text that pops up when you put your mouse over it. So in regular mode, if I was to put my mouse over this, it would pop up and say the deal team. Caption is actually a physical, or words that show up underneath it. You really don't want to do that. Then you can go to advanced settings if you want. And let's pretend like we want to put a custom size in here. You can actually custom size it if you'd like. You can add a border. So if I just put 1, it's going to give a border. And horizontal and vertical space is very important. That is the space that shows around the picture. So for instance, you can see this sentence kind of is right up underneath that photo. It's really close to it. So maybe for the vertical space we want to make it a 10. And you can see, well, it actually changed. Let's go back to that real quick. You can see when I add vertical space to this, watch, see how it all of a sudden adds space underneath there? So horizontal space, I like to actually make them both the same. It's going to actually add space around the photo. And when you update it, it pushes things out. And you can see that the photo now has a lot of space around it. Now at this point, if I want to move it up a little bit, I can actually drag it around, and you will see that it can be moved around, and will keep those, it will actually keep those settings that I put towards it. So it looks very nice. And then once I'm done with this, I can actually publish it if I want. But we have a couple more steps. So the next step is let's add a video. We've created a post, we've added a link, we've added a picture, and let's pretend we want to add a video right here somewhere. So in this case, I'm going to add the video in the bottom. The easiest way to do this is to make a space where you want the video to be. If you want the video to be here in the middle of these two paragraphs, make a space, and then make some X's, bunch of X's. That way you can see where that video is going to be. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the HTML tab, and then we're going to look through this code until we find the X's. So that's step 1. Step 2 is going to be to grab the code. Now in this case, I have a code that already was created by Kathy with this video. So actually, what I'm going to do is, here's the video itself. Any video, whether it's on YouTube or Vimeo, wherever it is, you're going to notice afterwards it has these little options. Vimeos are over here. YouTube is going to have it down here. It'll say share, and you can click on the share. In this case, we're going to use Vimeo, and I'm going to click embed. Little technical difficulty there. But what I did is I click the link, and here it gives me the code. So I'm just going to simply highlight the code and hit copy. And now I'm going to go back to my post. Now again, remember that I was in the visual. I put my X's down here, and I'm going to go to the HTML. And wherever the X's are, I'm going to highlight over them and delete them. And then I'm going to paste my video code. And when I go back to the visual, that is where the video is going to show up. So we have went and created a post, we've created a link, we've added a photo to that link and a video to the website, or a photo to the post and a video to this as well. And that gives you all of the most important elements to creating a post in WordPress. If you have any questions about this, send me an email at charbennett@gmail.com. The final step to this is simply choosing a category that it applies to. You can choose more than one if you'd like, and adding a couple of post tags if you'd like, which are just your keywords. And then hitting publish, and you're all done.